through high school, I basically did not play club sports. I mean, I played in spring leagues for hockey. I played some summer league for soccer, but more or less, I was playing high school sports, and that's it. So again, I was playing goalie from freshman year on, varsity for soccer and hockey. Excellent experience. You don't have to pay a lot of money, and at the time there were still good players that came from high school. I think the best players even then, if you were going to go on in college soccer, probably need to be playing club or ODP. But for hockey, there was still a lot of players. They were playing the summer leagues and stuff, but it didn't really. They were still scouting at certain high school events going on. So some of my best memories come from high school hockey and high school soccer, and what I loved about those two things in high school is that the schedules don't overlap. And New England sports are very good about chopping up the year into distinct seasons so that playing more than one sport is not a problem, and I really believe in that, and I think it should happen for youth sports as well. Come the end of high school, I was not I was looked at for some Division III stuff for hockey, but I applied to Villanova, which at the time was and still is Big East soccer, and at the time for hockey was Division III. They had a stint in NCAA hockey from 1983 to 1998, and I get to be a part of that. So when I went to Villanova, I was unrecruited and hedged some bets, and what I did was I walked on to the soccer team my first year. I was a third goaltender, did not get to play, and that's the price you pay for playing Division I, and I got to see and get a taste of what it's like to be at that level. The honest to God truth is I probably would have more fun playing a lower level, but I also understood that there was something else to come, and that other something was hockey, and I walked on to the hockey team the following year. And again, it was circumstantial. The NCAA was coming up with a rule when I was walking into college about schools that played Division I sports but playing down in hockey. So some of the schools in New England, UMass, Connecticut, Holy Cross, Quinnipiac, Sacred Heart, Villanova, Fairfield, they're all Division I schools that are playing Division III hockey, and the reason why was they didn't have to give scholarships, and therefore they could get around their Title IX, and the NCAA said, no, you can't do that anymore. So they were making a decision while I was in college whether to come down with a rule that would end that practice, and they obviously did, and the rule was that you either had to bump those programs up to Division I and probably had a women's team, or cut it down to clubs. So Villanova ended up being in the cutting the club crowd, while Sacred Heart, Quinnipiac, Holy Cross, UConn, UMass, a bunch of those were ones that went up. But my first year or my last year of college sports was a club year of hockey, but the funding was still at 75%. We had a great time. We played great teams. We played Naval Academy, we played Rhode Island, played Lehigh, a lot of named schools. And even at that time, I appreciated the fact that 10, 15, 20 years down the road, that club hockey was going to look a lot different, and that was just only going to get better. To be honest with you, today's Villanova club team would probably beat our NCAA team from 1996-97.